my name is Audrey and welcome to today's show. Fortunately or unfortunately, this is the last episode of the Inside Show. We have been diving deep into various issues ranging from business, politics, science, fashion and arts, and many more, shedding light on things that affect us directly and indirectly during our day-to-day lives. Today we are going to look back on our previous episodes, starting with science. In science, we looked at schizophrenia, what it is exactly, its causes, symptoms, and its awareness to the society.
They're our friends, family, neighbors, and colleagues. But do we really know what goes on in their minds to make them who they really are? Schizophrenia is here with us, but many are blind to it.
Said schizophrenia. What? I think I've had schizophrenia, but I'm not aware of what it is per se. But I don't know. What is it? Okay, so schizophrenia. Schizophrenia, I believe, is a long-term mental disorder, if I'm not wrong, and it usually involves a breakdown in the relationship between thought, behavior, and emotion of the person. So they tend to feel like they've lost track of the reality, and that's the main issue.
So, schizophrenia, I think it's a mental disease. I'm not sure about it, but I think it's a mental disease. It makes people go crazy and something like that.
I think it's a mental disorder that affects a person's ability to think, feel, and behave clearly.
From the views we have gotten, very few have knowledge on this disease. We visited a counseling psychologist, Madam Irene Kimani, who gave us more insight on the topic.
Schizophrenia, a tricky word to pronounce, but what it means, it's a mental disorder where someone is not in touch with reality. Maybe they have hallucinations. Hallucinations, that means they see things that other people don't see, or they could have what we call delusions. They think I can think I'm a president, or I'm a pope. They have that delusion. They delude themselves that they are something they are not. And schizophrenia comes around, its onset is like early adulthood and very, very late adolescence. And that's the time people start seeing the symptoms, they start seeing something not quite okay with you. And there has been a lot of research done on the causes, and one of the causes we realize, especially as counselors, is the family. When you have someone who has schizophrenia, you check the family history, you find that a relative had in their line, maybe a grandparent, an uncle, a cousin, somebody in their nuclear family. So that is usually one of the causes. Another cause which a lot of research has shown is in the environment. We have a lot of toxins going around, and sometimes they mess up our brains. Sometimes when the baby was young or the baby was not born, maybe the mother indigested something which affected the child. But the symptoms now appear later adolescence or very early.
According to mentalhealth.net, 1% of the world population is diagnosed with schizophrenia. This means that out of every 100 people, one person is suffering from schizophrenia. We're going to hear more about this from our second expert, Dr. Winnie Wayaki.
One of the symptoms that we can know somebody has schizophrenia is when they have hallucinations. And hallucinations are of many types. We have auditory hallucinations, where what commonly people call hearing voices. We have visual hallucinations, where the patient sees things that other people can't see. And many other hallucinations, but in schizophrenia, the auditory ones are the most common. What does the brain of a schizophrenic look like? How does it differ from a normal brain? The biggest thing that imaging, because people tell what is happening in the brain through neuroimaging, the biggest thing that has been seen is that the brain of a schizophrenic has less gray matter. It's a smaller brain, and this is what the disease does to the brain. In late teens, it assaults the brain. Some people say it spreads like a forest fire. It just goes eating the brain, reducing it. And many people like to know, is schizophrenia curable? Recent research is showing if it's caught early in those late teens years, it will not be cured, but its advance can be slowed down. You see, as we are saying, the brain is rapidly being destroyed. That can be slowed down with medication and maybe psychotherapy, counseling. But when it has fully advanced, it is very difficult to slow it down. And so it's only managed by medication. And some people have to be committed to a hospital the rest of their lives. It calls for a society that embraces these people, understands them, and support them in whichever way they can. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope you've picked up a thing or two about schizophrenia from our experts. From the Insight Show, my name is Belinda Adika.
My name is Sylvia Mundia and I'm here to talk about the disease schizophrenia. It's a mental disorder, a very chronic one for that matter. It affects a person in the way they think, feel, or behave. It can affect anyone between the age of 16 and 30, or even children in rare cases, but it doesn't choose who to affect. Even those people playing in the background can be affected. So with me are two people who will talk more about the disease, how to treat them, and how to care for people with the disease.
Hi. Personally, I feel that if you get someone with the disease, we should treat them, if it's in a family, treat them as a member of the family and not neglect them. Make sure that if with their symptoms, you help them and help them to live decently. And then secondly, also the family or the people who know this person, they should educate themselves or find out more about the disease, so that they also they don't shy away from the person or always avoid this person, because at the end of the day they are still human beings. Yes.
There you have it, and with me is the other lady who will talk more about the disease.
Hi, my name is Cynthia, and I think with schizophrenia, first you need to be aware what the disease is about, and then I don't know much about it, but I think it's psychological, so you should at least find treatment for them if you really don't know how to manage someone with schizophrenia.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure doing this video.
Next up is business. In business, we looked at kids in business, if the law is for the idea or not, the disadvantages and advantages of the same, and also we looked at the people who are there already and how they are faring on with it.
Most of us, when we were kids, we did what kids do. We played. Fact is, there are children who just don't play, but also use their leisure time to make money.
Today, we see kids who have stretched their imaginations and are doing the extraordinary. We see them on the streets every day, working their hearts out, and sometimes think they are doing too much for their own age. Some we don't see, but we are actually using their products. We went out to the streets to find out, can kids do businesses and be successful?
Yeah, definitely. I think kids who are very innovative and can come up with something that can really help the society move forward, they can definitely be successful. Yeah.
If you look at our generation, we are really exposed to a lot of businesses online, and creativity, and our minds are much broader as compared to how people were thinking back then. So I think that
if I decide, like a 15-year-old child decides to start a business, gathering the knowledge they've had from the books they've read, the things they've watched, and their own talent and hobbies, they can actually start a business. And I've, I have one cousin who started her clothing line from the time she started making clothes from the time she was 12 years. And right now she's around my age, she's 19, but she has a small boutique around her place where she actually sells her own dresses.
From our interviews, we get that most people think it's okay to start a business when under 18. Let's now hear from our first expert, a business lecturer at Desta University, Dr. Kiongo.
To get exposed to a variety of business opportunities and challenges at an early age. That is actually a very good point when it comes to starting a business when you are young. Point two, to pursue your passion at an early age, because this will give you an opportunity to gain fulfillment or to have fulfillment, because you are going to pursue what you are passionate about. So that is also something else that matters when it comes to starting a business when you are young. And perhaps the other one is to gain experience in these business undertakings, because that experience will actually be used at a later date to guide you in doing business. I think those advantages are enough.
Is there a right time to start a business?
I think you can start a business at any given time as long as they have support. Because I have a friend of mine who studied a fashion line when she was 15, and it's now a big thing. So probably you just need to encourage entrepreneurial minds to do what they can at the time.
Yeah, I believe that young kids can have businesses and be successful in it because we are living in a tech-savvy as in our generation is tech-savvy, and people are starting YouTube channels, Instagram pages where they get to generate money. So I believe young people right now can do a lot with the resources they have. Yeah.
Is there a thin line between child labor and a child having a business? We found out next from our second expert, a lawyer, Mr. Dulo.
There's no law that protects children who have businesses, because for you to register or to engage in business legally, then you go through the registration process. And as I've noted above in the Companies Act 2015, that the children cannot own companies, and so even sole proprietorship, partnership also has a registration regime, but they would also require an ID to be able to register. So the law does not allow children to take part in businesses.
Those are definitely varying views from our different experts. The decision on what perspective to take is, however, utterly yours. Reporting for the Insight Show, I am Kefa Mwirori.
To our hard-hitting segment, today we have Regina Komi, who is one of the successful business people under the age of 18. She does the business of making and selling beads. Welcome, Regina.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so what inspired you to start a business at such a young age?
Well, I saw my sisters doing it, so I decided, why not just do it as a hobby? Plus, I started with the small bands. Yeah, so I got interested in beads. So I just decided, let me just do it for fun. Then, yeah.
Don't you think starting a business right now is taking a big bite more than you can chew, because you've not technically done business education?
Yeah. I didn't really think of that actually. When I was starting it, I didn't really see the business aspect of it. But one day I was just doing the beads, and then someone approached me and was like, you should sell this. So I was like, why not? So I don't really see the big problem with it. Yeah.
Okay, so do you see yourself as a successful business person?
Not quite, because I'm just starting, and plus I'm young, so I don't really think I'm where I'm supposed to be. But I think I'll get there.
So are you saying because you're young, you can't really be successful?
You can actually, I don't debate that at all. But for me, where I am right now, I don't see myself as yet successful. I'm not yet there.
How do you rate success?
Success is when I can be like, I've achieved what I want. Like if I start something, Then I write my goals down.
Mhm.
Then when I look back or reflect and see that I've achieved these goals, then I can tell myself as successful.
So far you've not achieved
No,
the goals you set.
not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any challenges you face?
Challenges, well, challenges are there
Mhm.
actually, especially the market right now. Getting the bids is the prices range, yeah?
Mhm.
So when I'm doing my budget, I have to change everything. The profits, it's not always the same. So that is a big problem. Yeah.
So how do you balance school and business?
Well, I have time, like, cause the business is just something I do for leisure. So school comes first. So school then business. So probably the weekends is where I do most of my business. Yeah.
So if you're told to choose school and business, you'll definitely choose school.
Yes, definitely. Definitely school.
Okay, so what do you have to say for other people your age out there who are not interested in business or who like to pursue to venture into the same field as you?
Okay, I'd like to tell them that age is that it's just but a number. If you have the idea and you have the creativity and you think you can make money out of it, go for it, no matter what may be there. There might be challenges, but it will help you, actually, yeah. So just go for it. Yeah.
So as an under 18 who's doing business, do you see yourself higher than others, like at a higher bar than other people your age?
And higher bar, not okay. I'll be modest about it and say no, because I don't really compete with them in a way. It's not a matter of comparing myself. Yeah, so I don't really think I'm at a higher bar. Maybe somewhere.
Yo, what's up, my people? Yeah, you're hanging out with your boy Bonke. So, and today we are handling the issue of kids with businesses or kids in business. So, in my own opinion, I believe that it goes both ways. It has its advantages and its disadvantages. So, like, you know, Michael Jackson, when he was in the Jackson 5, he used to make a lot of money from just his music. So, and we've seen many kids in the music business. So, in that context, I think it's an advantage. And in the other context where kids are just being overworked and working in some weird places, that should be a no. So watoto wanatakana wakuwa wanasoma, wanakaa nyumbani, wanawatch cartoons. Anyway, so this is, as you can see, this is Dita office, and this is where all the serious work happens in Daystar for computer scientists. So let's get in and see. Yeah, so we have one for scientist here in Daystar, Mr. Chepsi Roar. So what's your take on kids with businesses or kids in business?
I think kids with businesses is a good idea, because the earlier you start, is the better you learn you learn and grow with the business. So there are rookie mistakes that you make while starting a business, and the earlier you start it, the better the earlier you understand the trade.
So you encourage kids to venture into business? Yes. Thank you very much. That was an opinion from Mr. Chepsi. So we go to the next. This man from Tanzania, Mr. Innocent. What's your take on kids in business or kids with businesses?
I think I would allow kids to venture into business, because apart from passion, what affects young people nowadays is because we don't have motivation, we don't have discipline, and yet commitment is really low. So allowing kids to venture into business allows them to generate commitment and also earn the discipline they need to do such businesses, and learn from the mistakes they make, so that when they come to open bigger businesses, they become successful. As we have a Swahili saying that samaki mkunje angali mbichi. Yes.
Hey, so sawa. Yeah, so that's it. See you, bye.
Introducing Airtel Tubonge, a voice product that lets you make Airtel calls bila charges and call other networks for only 2 bob a minute. Subscribe to Tubonge daily for 10 bob and get 100 minutes. Weekly for 50 bob and get 700 minutes. And monthly for 150 bob to get 3,000 minutes to call Airtel all month. Now that's a great deal. Subscribe to Airtel Tubonge by dialing *544# today. Hiyo, Ninja Smart ya kuongea.
Last but not least, we look at fashion. In fashion, we look at natural hair, the trend that is vibrant among our women today. In natural hair, we ask why natural hair and the cost that it takes to live that lifestyle.
Africans have beautiful hair, but very few of us embrace it. We embrace Western hair and do our best to imitate it. But there are some who have gone against their odds and embraced African culture and put natural hair, and they look very nice. We talked to some of the citizens, and this is what they had to say about natural hair, and if they like natural hair or they love Western hair.
So, I prefer girls who have natural hair. Why? I think it shows a sense of authenticity. Not that they're not authentic as they are, but as a preference, I think I like natural hair.
Well, to be honest, I prefer natural hair. Everything compared to artificial cosmetic. I think artificial strains your hair too much. Probably if it comes to braids, it puts your hairline. And if it comes to chemical processes themselves, your natural on its own has a lot of work, like really a lot of work. But it's better. Your hair does not have to undergo so much stress and strain as a girl. And yeah, and that's it.
Personally, I prefer natural hair because I think to me it's easier to maintain compared to braiding, which actually damages your hairline. So I'd rather go for natural hair.
I would prefer a lady with natural hair because of many reasons, but the major one is hygiene. I think the other one is kept on, is sewed, if I'm not wrong. Is attached to their head or scalp for as long as, I don't know, weeks or months. And the best they would do is to spray it. Technology has, developed, and they have come up with this spray, hairspray or something. I don't know, avocado, very many flavors and scents to do so.
From our interviews, we found that people prefer natural hair, and men too prefer the ladies in natural hair. We went to meet our first expert, who is a makeup artist, Miss Nice, and this is what she had to say. So, what do you consider being good hair?
For good hair, I'll consider good hair to be natural hair. That's my opinion. I think natural hair, it's hard for it not to be good. Yeah, so for me, natural hair is good hair.
You having a suitable hairstyle for your head.
Yeah.
So do you think that affects the kind of makeup that you put on?
At some extent, yeah, it does. If you have hair that's on your face, you should try and avoid makeup that's, a lot of makeup, because it will drain your makeup if you have hair on your face. Because now the hair is oily. So oily hair plus makeup doesn't go well together.
And what exactly are the kinds of hairstyle that you could do with your natural hair?
Well, you could curl your hair. You could hold your hair up like in a ponytail. You could leave it in an afro. You could braid it. Yeah, you could do a lot with natural hair.
I hope you love your natural hair more. Reporting for Inside Show, Marion Mukera.
Welcome yet again to one of our hard-hitting segments. Today we have Shiro Aweru, a natural hair enthusiast. Welcome, Shiro.
Thank you, Audrey.
So, as a natural hair enthusiast, what exactly do you do?
As a natural hair enthusiast, I sleep hair, talk hair, do everything hair.
When did you first go natural?
That was in 2015. I cut my hair. I had permed my hair all through high school and some bit of campus. So I decided it was time to go natural. So I cut it, and it was a big chop. The first big chop in 2015, in mid-2015. Yeah, that's when I decided I want to go natural.
So what inspired the decision of you going natural?
Well, the trends I guess, because everyone was doing it. So I thought, hey, why not join the bandwagon? So I decided, it's not gonna hurt anyone if I join the natural hair. It was a bit costly, you have to count the cost and everything, but it was worth it.
So you did it because everyone was doing it, not because you wanted to do it.
I wanted to do it because everyone else was doing it.
Is that a right reason of wanting to have natural hair?
Well, it looked good on everyone else. It's not those things of good or bad. I don't think it's that. I honestly think, if it's a good trend and everyone likes it, then why not?
So you later shaved your hair to really small. Why?
Yeah. Now this is the second big chop because, as you can tell, I grew my hair for 2 years and it became really long, but I cut it because it was damaged.
So are you saying if you keep natural hair when it's long, it becomes damaged?
No, mine was damaged, not other people's hair. I did stuff to my hair, all the experiments and all those things, so it damaged my hair. That's why I had to cut it.
Okay, let's say I want you to encourage me to keep natural, and everyone else out who's watching. Why should they keep natural?
Because it is the way forward. Natural hair is the future. It's cheap. Everyone is looking for something cheap. Because when you look at it, I did not have, when I had longer hair, I hadn't had my hair heated for 6 months. Well, I kept it open for 6 months, just wash and go or moisturizing and all these things, without having to deal with all that salon drama and braiding it and stuff. So for starters, it is way cheaper than keeping it palmed or doing stuff to it. And then it looks really good. I know for some people who work in the corporate world, they might be a bit too judgy if you show up with ragged hair and having twist outs. To us guys who are unconventional and stuff, it looks good, but to other people it might not look okay. So if you want to join this journey, or if you want to join this squad, then I think you just don't care about what people think. Just love it for you.
Okay, there you go. You've heard it from Shiro, a natural hair enthusiast. And trust me, I'm encouraged to keep my natural hair from what she said. Thank you very much, Shiro.
Hi, my name is Halim. This is Daystar University, and today we're going round and we're going to be getting opinions on how people actually do feel about natural hair. So this is the location, as you can see. Ni place ku fresh sana. Oh, we have some guys who just arrived in this cool fancy car, so let's get their opinion on what they think about natural hair. Okay, let's get to it. So hi, what's up? What's your name?
My name is Wenge Mutiso. Yes, aka McGregor. Shoulders in English.
So what do you think about natural hair?
Natural hair, man. Natural hair. It's a positive thing that we have moved on to natural hair. Artificial hair is not good. Natural hair is the best.
Okay, cool. So we love that. Okay, so let's get some more opinions on what other people think about natural hair. So I think we have a lovely lady. So what do you think about natural hair?
Natural hair is just awesome. Mine is natural, as you can see. Venye tu extension kidogo lazima tufanye. Baraka lazima tuongeze. But natural hair is awesome. Chemicalized is just too much. It's just too much work. Yes.
So do you have any particular like or dislike to people who don't choose natural hair?
Everyone has a choice, because there are natural hair zenye jo inaleta tu shida kidogo, so they prefer chemicalized hair. But I don't have, as long as you can maintain your hair, it's just good for you, but it's better to keep it natural.
So umesema shida, so shida kama gani?
Shida ya nywele kuwa ngumu, haingi kichana. Kichana ikiingia haitoki.
Okay, as you've heard from our lovely lady, nywele ikiwa ngumu, kichana haitoki. And yeah, so that's it. So peace, catch you later.
Pepsi Max Vanilla. Vanilla by night. Max by nature.
maximum vanilla, no sugar.
It's been an amazing season. I hope you've enjoyed being with us, but most of all, I hope we have impacted you with knowledge. Thanks for tuning in. I've been your host, Audrey Egesa.